Hello, so I had to get on and do a quick video because God is just that amazing. He's just that amazing. I've gone through a lot in the last couple of years that many people don't know about. I've truly needed deliverance in some areas that people don't know about. And God has done it this weekend. He's truly done it this weekend. And there's just a few nuggets that I wanted to give you. If you were in an area where you need deliverance, and I mean true deliverance, I'm not talking about, oh God, I want to stop eating chocolate. It might be kind of hard for you. I get it. That might be a real struggle. But I don't know if that's a deliverance issue. Some may beg to differ, whatever. But if you are truly dealing with some deep-rooted issues, some deep things that may have been stemmed from your generation, from your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your grandpa, their grandma, their auntie, their uncle, and these things are in your family line, and you realize that you are now suffering from some of those same spirits or issues, and you are struggling with these master spirits, these roots of rejection, these roots of abandonment, these roots of addiction, these roots of bondage in areas, or these roots of fear, these roots of witchcraft or sorcery that are in your line because you think you're a palm reader and you see things. And there's so much that we don't talk about. We always talk about the surfacey areas of deliverance, but we don't talk about other things. Deep roots of pride, deep roots of jealousy. And when I say pride, when you think that when you think that can't nobody else do it like you, when you get mad when somebody else shines, jealousy rooted, you can't stand to see somebody else do well. Let me tell you this. We are all in our own lanes. We are all in our own lane, walking our own lane. I don't know where your exit is. I don't know where you're going. I don't know if you're on a drive to the other side of the United States. So you're pacing yourself. 70 miles is, well, let me be honest. Okay, 65 is good for you. But maybe I am on my way to work, or I'm going somewhere else and I've got to get there. So I'm going 70, 75, 80, but don't tell anybody. 85. Okay, wait. So anyways, telling on myself. But I may be moving a little bit faster. And I don't know where your exit is. You don't know where mine is. And so it's really terrible in life if I start looking at other people in their lane thinking, man, they're going so fast. I need to go faster. No, you don't. You don't need to, because you're not going the same place as me. You don't need to. You're not in the same car as me. You don't need to. You're not exiting where I'm exiting. So stay in your lane. So if somebody is winning right now, somebody is achieving, somebody is making it happen, cheer them on, because trust and believe they've just exited, or they've gotten to a destination in their life. But they're going to have to get back in that car and get back on the freeway to go somewhere else. And soon they're going to be pulling off slower than everybody else. And they're going to be in that slow lane. And they're going to be seeing people going fast. Because we all are in a different area in our life. So let's celebrate each other. Because trust and believe, you can't stay on the freeway forever. You've got to exit. So if you focus on your lane, your way, and you don't be going too fast when you ain't supposed to, and get stopped by CHP and intervene and have them interfere with where you're going and prolong your arrival to your destination, you'll be okay. Stay in your lane. Do you. Do you. Wave them on. Good job. Love your car. Hey, happy you're exiting. Cheer. Woo! Celebration. I'm going to, and I'm going to get there. So let's celebrate each other. So back to deliverance. So nobody knows where you are in your life. Nobody knows and understands how you might need deliverance. But I'm telling you today that this weekend, God really did some things. And one way you're going to get deliverance is through fasting. And I know you don't want to hear that. I know you don't want to hear, I want to fast. And I'm not talking about just, fasting from chocolate, or fasting from bread, or fasting from a Netflix, or fasting from Hulu. I'm talking about serious fasting where you struggle. There needs to be a true struggle, like abstaining from food. Like you're not going to eat I'm not going to eat God until you do this. And let me tell you this, I know it's difficult. I've tried to go on fast, and I'm like, I can't do it. I just cannot do it. Because at the time, I honestly feel it wasn't time for me to go on one. Because I know that God will give you the strength to do it. If he called you to it, he'll give you the strength to do it. So pray that God will give you a spirit of fasting so that you can truly, truly experience deliverance. And it may not happen on the first time. Some deliverances happen little by little. Some happen automatically. As we see it in the Bible with the children of Israel, many times they needed deliverance. And sometimes it happened really fast. And other times they were oppressed for years. And their deliverance was coming. There's a process. So my deliverance was little by little. It started years ago. And some of the symptoms fell off, but the root cause was still there. And I still had some symptoms now, and I was like, God, I need you. And I've been crying out for the last probably year or two. Like, God, this is the end of it. Let's get rid of all of it. And this weekend it happened. This weekend God really said, today's the day. And I was getting out of the shower, and I was like, God, and I felt him say, you need to fast. And it wasn't like I planned the fast, and I'm about to go on a fast Friday, and I told everybody, or Saturday, whatever, Tuesday, Thursday, I don't know what it was. But it wasn't like that. It seriously was, I woke up, and I felt like there was a change. And I felt like today was the day. So I said, God, what do I need to do? And he said, I need you to fast. And I need you to get in my presence. And I need you to seek me, because I'm going to start talking to you, and I'm going to start telling you some things, and I'm going to deliver you today. Today's the day. And he did it. So I had to get on here, and I had to tell you, I understand that sometimes there's some serious roots in our lives, some serious deep stuff, and you can't always talk to people. You can't always tell people, even though it says in the word to confess your faults one to another. You better know who you're confessing your faults to before you do it. Pray that God gives you somebody that can be your mentor, somebody that you can talk to, somebody that can seriously pray for you and pray you through your situation. But as I was working out, I was looking, and I noticed something on these stairs. I'm going up and down, and this is like in life. You go up the mountain, and you see the light, and you feel good up here. You feel like, woo, yay. I kicked my foot if you didn't see it. Finish line, yay, made it. But then you realize, man, I gotta go back down. I can't stay up here always. So you go back down. And as I go down, it gets a little darker, and look at the light. It gets a little further away from me. And then down here, there's artificial light. It's actual light. And it's a little darker down here. It's a little quieter. Not much going on. Stuff in my basement. This is where I work out. This is where the hard work happens. This is where I have to lift the weights and really pour the sweat and really make it happen. And then guess what? I have to climb back up the stairs. And when you climb up the stairs, you start to leave the artificial light. And what I love about artificial light is it's still light. It is still light. It's not fake light. It's still light. It's still light. It's not the sun. It's not the sun, but it's helping you know that, hey, there's light here. But you're going to have to go up the hill, up the steps to get to the sun. So you're going to have to climb. And know that even though you don't see the sun the way that you did when you're at the mountaintop, you know he's still there. Even though you don't see the sun like you did down at the bottom of the basement in the valley, he's still there. But in order to get into his presence, you are going to have to climb. You're going to have to climb to see the sun. You're going to have to climb. You're going to have to work. And even as I was walking up these steps, and I'm going to show you, it is dark. It's dark down there. It's dark. I can't reverse my camera, so you're going to have to look this way. But it's dark. It's dark down there. And through our lives, we go up and down. We go down to darkness, and we come back up. We go down to darkness, and we come back up. But guess what? It gets a little bit easier because I realize that I climb. The sun is there. But I climb and I get to him again, and he gives me the energy and the rejuvenation and the substance that I need to go back to the valley, because you have to go back in order to grow. And the more I climb these stairs, the stronger I get. The more I go in the valley and I lift weights, the stronger I get. The stronger I get. But guess what? What if I stay on the mountaintop and I never come down here to the valley where the weights are? Where the weights are, not that. But sorry, I'm trying to show you guys, and this is kind of difficult, but the weights and the barbell. I never come down here to where this stuff is. And not that I have a lot of weights. I don't. But you get what I'm saying. You may have many more. Maybe your weight game is a little bit heavier than mine. But I tell you this, I get stronger down here. I climb this, endurance builds. Ha! Every time you go up, you're building endurance. I don't need to hold on anymore. I'm not huffing and puffing up. I'm going up. And even though it gets dark, even though it gets lonely, even though it's lonely down there, when I come to the mountaintop, I can hear my dog and I can hear my mom in the kitchen and I can hear things. But when I'm in the valley, sometimes you are by yourself. You're by yourself. As in people. But the sun is still there even though you can't see him. The sun is still there and he's still giving you energy even though you can't feel it. So you climb. You climb the steps. You climb and you fight for your deliverance. You pray and you seek God and you fast and you ask him to give you the strength to fast. Because I promise you, it's in that time that you get and you sit at his feet and you really hear from him. Not from your pastor, not from your mama, not from some preacher on TV. You got to turn it all off. You got to turn everything off. Turn it all off. And open that word and ask God to lead you to what he wants you to hear. It might be somebody preaching. It might be, I don't know, it might be just sitting on the floor and him talking to you. But I tell you this, you're going to have to shut up life and turn on your spirit to get deliverance. So I encourage you today. I pray for you because I know what it feels like to need it. I know what it feels like to be bound. I know what it feels like to be full of fear and rejection and abandonment and have all these symptoms that spew from you and you're thinking like I'm out of control. But in order for you to get to that next level, you are going to have to climb those stairs. But you don't have to do it alone. The sun is always there, even though you can't see it. Have a blessed day.